What is up, everybody? Yeah. Hello. Let's see here. I need to be a bit more zoomed in. So I'm trying to use the extra movement button feature thing for the model. You know, got my lean going on and stuff. We're gonna see how well that works for a bit. I just kind of want the model to move around a little bit more. It still feels a little stiff when I use it. That's what she said. But you know. Anyway, sorry for the super late start to the stream. It was not intentional. I actually got off of work and came home and fucking fell asleep for like 3 hours. Was not the plan. The plan was to go home, take a shower, make something to eat, and then stream. But that didn't work out. So here we are. So tonight we're gonna just play some Sonic Crossworld for a couple hours. And by a couple hours, I literally mean that. It's not gonna be a very long stream because I fell asleep and screwed up my timing, but you know, there's always tomorrow. Usually. I'm thinking about it, maybe not. World could end today. This could be the last thing I ever do. Would that be kind of weird? Just play Sonic Crossworlds for like one day. I just realized my category interest is still the wrong thing. I'm not playing Donkey Kong. Fools! Alright. Sonic Crossworlds. Wow. Really not a lot of people watching this. 975 viewers. That's sad. But that's okay. I did expect it to be like a big thing. I'm doing this for myself. Itchy nose. There we go. Anyway, yeah. So, the Donkey Kong. Brain fart. Where was it? Oh. Yeah, so we're gonna be playing it for a little bit. We'll probably, I mean, depending if I like it, I might come back and do more tomorrow. If not, we'll fire up something else. Like I said, spooky season is coming, so you know we're definitely gonna be adjusting my model in real time here. Forgive me, people. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So before we do all that, though, I did want to actually go over a few things. You know, since we have that awesome ability to do these things, we're gonna do them. Okay. So first thing I want to do is kind of go over a little bit of the gaming news. Okay. So apparently GameStop had Hollow Knight Silk Song listed for $20. That, if it is true, would be a really good deal. So I'm kind of hoping that it would be pretty affordable. I mean, the original Hollow Knight launched for like $15. So for $20, if it launches at that, you're getting one hell of a deal. If you are, you know, even if the game's $25-$30, you're getting one hell of a deal. Team Cherry made a really awesome game, Hollow Knight, easily worth the money that they charged for it. It was $15 and frequently on sale for less than that. So yeah, it's definitely a good value. I can tell you right now, Silk Song will be great. Like my review for the game will be 9 out of 10, and I've never even played it. If you like that kind of game, we always have to caveat that, right? CD Keys is rebranding to Loaded during September. So probably because nobody knows what a CD key is anymore. But no, we're let's see, what's the reasoning here? Oh, holy shit, I was literally right. According to the article, after more than 10 years of selling digital game codes using a name that made sense when games were discs in a box, we've decided it's finally time to move on. We are rebranding. So with a mixture of sadness and excitement for the future, we are parting ways with the CD Keys identity. Much like floppy disks, DVDs, and the dial-up tone, CDs are a thing of the past. The term belongs to the era of Spice Girls and Limp Bizkit. As a result, CD Keys sounds dry and dated. It's 2025, and we want something bolder, brighter, and better. That's why we're changing our name to Loaded. It's not just to sound cool, it tells you all you need to know about what we do. No, it doesn't! What? What? Like, that makes no sense! That makes no sense! I'm sorry, but loaded could be anything. It's like, do people not understand how brands work? Like, if you have established a brand, no matter how stupid it is, if you have established a brand, you now have something called brand identity. And if that's the thing that you're known by, whether you like it or not, it's kind of the thing that you are. Like, I went through this like a couple months ago. I was thinking seriously about a rebrand. I was thinking, oh, like, we're going to change the logo, change everything. It's going to be all new me, all new, all new, not Stream Crush anymore, right? But the more I thought about it, I was like, damn, I have spent fucking like actually over a decade on using this username for my content creation stuff. And it's like, why should I change it at this point? It's just a word. It's the association with me that makes Stream Crush, right? Like, there's hashtag Stream Crush if you want to know about your famous K-pop bands, but I'm going to be honest, you can Google search it. I come up now. Like, look, I will literally prove this to you. Let's see here. Window capture. Boom. All right, hey, look at that. So let us Google this, right here. I'm gonna get out of the way so you can actually read what I'm doing, right? Google. Look at that amazingness. Stream Crush. Maybe not with the B. There we go. Look at that. Stream Crush is scheduled. Twitch. Did you mean Stream Crush? Because it's Google. They suck these days. Stream Crush's videos, and then you get like old stuff from like Stream Crush Clear Happy Skin, Stream Crush out now from 2024. YouTube Stream Crush, Linktree. This is my Stream Crush, which never came out. I have no idea what this is. Like a porn site or something. Crush Stream, because it's not like I have the most unique name in the world. Stream Crush YouTube. Like, and then you have like people who use it as like an edge or Screen Crush. Look at that first picture. There's my logo. It's not even a great logo. I need a new one. So yeah, even if you do just Stream Crush, then you get like streaming stuff, because that's how Google works. You type in stream and automatically you're gonna watch a movie. Images. Hey, look at that. Stream Crush. Stream Crush. Stream Crush. Stream Crush. Stream Crush. Like, I'm an established brand at this point. Is there other people and things using Stream Crush? Absolutely. No username is unique. Iron Mouse's name is literally a character's name from Sailor Moon. Think about that for a sec. Like, there's no such thing as uniqueness, right? You have to let go of that concept of like, you are a complete unique snowflake. You are not. There is somebody out there who has done or is doing what you have done, either better or worse, and occasionally you'll come across something that is so, I won't say unique, but like, something that other people just aren't doing as much, right? Rarely the diamond in the rough moments of like, nobody has done this yet do happen, sure, but like, let's be realistic here. So your CD keys, your platform has used that name for a long ass time. So what if people don't use CD keys for anything anymore? Which, by the way, they do. Microsoft Xbox and Sony PlayStation will sell you a fucking disc in a box. That is a CD key. That's what CD keys were. They weren't just codes in a box, although they were that too. CD key literally meant the CD was the key. It's an old term from PC gaming. Back when Steam wasn't as big of a thing, or wasn't existing at all, the disc was what functioned as the DRM to make sure that you couldn't just copy the game and then play it as you pleased. Granted, people knew how to crack the executable and all that to get around it, but like, that's what that was. So this idea that like nobody knows what CDs are anymore, I'm sorry, but CDs haven't gone away. You can still buy them. Oh my gosh. This justification for dumbass shit. Like, no, what are you doing? Like, why are we being this stupid? Like, we're going to rename our social media site X, because X can mean anything. Yes, it can be anything, and that's the problem. You may as well have fucking named your website ? Right? It's just, or, exclamation point. Like, okay, you had Twitter, literally one of the largest brands ever built in the world, and you shit it all away for X. And years later, people still go, The website formerly known as Twitter. It's literally the fucking Prince symbol thing all over again. For you younger kids, Prince was a musician who went by the name of Prince. I don't remember his real name, but he went by the name of Prince. Everybody knew him as Prince. And then he got a weird hair up his ass sometime in the late 90s when he wanted to change his name to not a name, but a symbol. So people were like, I don't know what the fuck to call you now. Your name is a symbol. Like, what is the name of the symbol? It's just a symbol, right? He didn't have a name for it. It was just a picture. So people were like, the artist formerly known as Prince. Literally, that's what they would call him all the time. Which is, maybe that was what the intended effect was. But he did eventually go back to being just Prince. You know, but it's like, yeah, this is how branding works. It's, once you've established something and people begin to get recognition for it, it is very hard to change gears. Loaded is a very generic word. You know, loaded baked potatoes, loaded like a gun, like loaded can mean anything. But CD keys meant the website you went to buy shit. Just saying. Anyway, dumbass rant over, but like, come on. What? It's not intelligent. These people are not intelligent. I swear. And I'm sure that, you know, because they'll put marketing behind it and everything, it'll work out a little bit. But for a long time, people are going to go to Google or whatever your website browser choice is, and they're going to type in CD keys, and it's going to have to get redirected to the loaded website. And that's stupid. So anyways, it's like the Cracker Barrel thing. It's a total misread of the market. Nobody wanted a simplified Cracker Barrel logo. This was not in the cards for anybody. The only people who wanted this are the marketing departments at your companies that thought they could make more money by rebranding to look cool and modern. When in reality, people like the Cracker Barrel logo. It looks cool. It's identifiable. You went from an easily identifiable thing that's associated with your product to minimalist, hyper minimalist logo that, I mean, it's yellow. It's got some text. Like it vaguely resembles the product you're trying to do. Like, this is the problem with all of the hyper minimalists that you get from corporations these days. Is like, not only does it suck all the joy out of the world because, hey, guess what? I guess you can't enjoy a cool looking McDonald's building anymore or Pizza Hut or whatever. It has to be a gray blob so that the company can sell it when it decides to, you know, shit out its 200th location for the 20th time. You know, but like, you know, the issue of hyper minimalism is that at a certain point, when everybody's doing it, it doesn't stand out. It's not unique anymore. It's no different than when everything was wood grain or when everything was like the 2000s weird font bubble thing. You know, like every decade has this. You know, everything in the 70s was like green and mustard yellow or whatever, right? Like, it's just at a certain point when you look at these types of things, you have to go, we are not standing out anymore, right? What makes you stand out today, if you're Cracker Barrel, is your original logo, because logos don't look like that anymore. Every logo is hyper simplified. So the dumbest thing for your marketing department to do is to change the logo to look like everybody else, when what your logo is succeeding at is standing out. Because when you're driving down the road and you see the Cracker Barrel logo, your brain goes, oh shit, that's Cracker Barrel. But when you're driving down the road and you see some yellow weird rectangle thing with some text in it, you're just going to blank it out because it looks like every other logo now. You know? Just what are we doing here? You know, like me with a very minimal amount of marketing education understands this concept. How do companies that have $1 million marketing departments not understand these things? It just, you know? We want something bolder, brighter, and better. Loaded is a violent word. It's not a healthy word. And much like floppy disk DVDs and the dial-up tone, CDs are a thing of the past. All of those things are still around. Sadly, in some cases. Like the dial-up tone. Yes, there are many parts of the world where a rural, like I know people connect with the hotspots on your cell phones and stuff in a lot of countries that don't have internet infrastructure the way that like a United States would, or many spots in Europe or Asia. But yeah, people still use dial-up. Like, you can still go to the store and you can still buy yourself a 56K modem. Slow as shit internet, but it does work if you're in an area that has absolutely no other option but a phone line. That is still a thing. DVDs. You can go to Walmart and buy a DVD. Granted, probably not for very long. A lot of DVD sections are closing at places. Best Buy got rid of theirs a couple of years ago. But you can still buy them. They're very common. Floppy disks. Not so much going to be a normal use for people, but you can still buy floppy disks, yes. And CDs are definitely not a thing of the past. If anything, they're having a mild resurgence these days, just like how record players did. It's a great nostalgia thing. And if you're shitting on the era of Spice Girls and Limp Bizkit, well, fuck you. Just saying. Like, what the fuck, I'm just saying that, like, obviously Spice Girls and Limp Bizkit, yes, they're older, I mean, arguably dated, considering the material, the type of songs they put out, how they sound doesn't sound like a modern band anymore. But, like, come on. Nobody's going to hear Spice Girls and go, that's shit. Unless they just didn't like Spice Girls to be with. Same with Limp Bizkit. If you're not really, down with the sound of Limp Bizkit, I don't blame you. It's not everybody's cup of tea. But Limp Bizkit still hits just as fucking hard today as it did back then. It's still good music. So, well, taste is always going to be a subjective thing. Anyway, that's my CD keys rant. It's fucking stupid. All right, moving on. What was the other things here? Kojima plays maybe one game a year because games are time consuming and what's happening outside is more important for him to put into his work. That's not a shock, to be honest. A lot of people who do these kinds of, like, anybody who's making something for a living, I mean, hell, there's just people who don't. They don't got a lot of time for shit. Like, look at me. I work a full-time 40-hour-a-week job. That's worked 40 hours. That's not including all of the other shizbits about jobs. Like going to them, commuting to your job, making sure that all of your clothes are clean, all of the little fussy bits that bookend your beginning and, your end of your shift. That's all your job still. So by the time you get home to have free time to do anything, you have to split it up. And God forbid you have a family, maybe you got a wife or a husband, you got some kids, that's even less time you have for anything. So being able to sit down and dedicate a block of your time to anything is hard. And a lot of times, especially if you're somebody like me who's trying to build something outside of the traditional grind of corporate work, I mean, I streamed, here, let me look at my Twitch stats here. Twitch analytics. So in the last 30 days, I have streamed 41 hours and 54 minutes. That means that I have worked 160 hours. So, because that's 2 weeks, that's 80 hours each 2 weeks of pay, because I get paid bi-weekly. So that's 160 hours I work in a month, plus I streamed for 41 hours on top of that. That's a lot, right? That's an extra week of work I didn't get paid for to put into it. I had one Twitch subscriber and that's it. And I'm shocked I even got that, to be honest, because I barely get viewers right now. Like right now I'm streaming to one viewer. We're going to talk about that in a little bit here, but yeah, so really not like anything crazy here, right? Like this is what you do. Like I could have spent this time watching a movie or reading a book or whatever, right? So that's what Kojima's doing. He's just basically choosing to spend his time differently. And a lot of times people who, like, let's say you're an actor, a lot of actors don't like to watch the movies they're in. So, being reminded of the thing that you're doing all the time, it's like, when I was younger, I worked at a restaurant chain, and when my friends would ask me, like, hey, where would you like to go eat? You know what the last thing I wanted to do was? Go to that restaurant chain and eat. Not because the food was terrible or anything like that, but because I worked around it all day long. The last thing I wanted to do was go back to that. So if I worked doing, like, making video games for a living, You know, like, yeah, I think the last thing I'd want to do would be to play video games all the time. But that's not true for everybody. I mean, Sakurai famously plays, like, I don't know how that man has time for anything ever. Because, like, he seems to be doing everything all the time. But he plays, like, thousands of games all the time. He's a huge gamer. Yuzo Koshiro, wonderful, wonderful musician, just put out a game called Eartheon for the Genesis. Sega Genesis, so you know, go check that out. It's also on Steam. Actually, it's only on Steam right now. The cartridge gets released through Limited Run Games, I think next year, something like that. But it's like $20-25. Awesome game. Takes crazy advantage of the Sega Genesis's power. Genesis, whatever. So yeah, everybody plays and does different things in their free time. I think with Kojima, it's obvious that he doesn't do this because a lot of stuff that he puts into his games is movies, pop culture references, current events, with like a dash of gaming stuff. So I don't think that he only plays maybe one game a year, but I don't think he devotes himself to gaming the way that people would think of a gamer. You know, somebody who plays a lot of games is usually what you would call yourself as a gamer. I play a lot of games, therefore I am a gamer. You know, it's just it's like, what do you call somebody who watches movies all the time? A movieer? No, but maybe a movie enthusiast or a TV show enthusiast. You know, because enthusiast is just a way of saying, you know, that you have enthusiasm for something. So, you know, like, I don't really watch a lot of movies and television. I'm very selective about what I watch because I don't have a lot of time to spare for those things. Like right now I'm watching Alien Earth because it's very interesting to me. I love the Alien franchise. But on the other hand, I have not watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet. And apparently that's the most watched thing on Netflix ever. So clearly I have failed on my mission of watching the most popular thing. But that's just me. Like when I'm doing these things, you know, like I have to be like very interested in it. If I'm not, then it just doesn't get any interest from me. And so unless I have the rare moment of boredom and motivation to seek out things, which just doesn't have much. On the other hand, I'm an avid manga reader. You know, I don't acquire them legally, but you know, because I can't afford that. But I love reading manga. There's a lot of really cool manga out there that you know, I used to be an avid anime watcher, but I haven't really seriously watched anime in many years now. I think the last anime that I sat down and watched all the way through, let me think here. It's a good question, actually. All right, let's be a bit more front and center instead of hiding in the corner. Fuck. I don't know. So, like, sat down and watched it all the way through. Hilariously enough, I think the last anime that I sat down and watched all the way through was Brand New Animal. Wow, really? I feel like I've watched, I guess how it depends on how you classify it as anime, because like well, because like I mean, do you classify something like Dota? Because I watched the Dota Dragon's Blood. That was pretty good, actually. Yeah, I guess like if you're thinking strictly Japanese, like for like how we would think of anime, yeah, wow. I mean, I've caught a couple episodes. Like I watched the first episode of Frieren. Like it's nice, but I the reason why I swapped over to, because like I said, I used to be an avid anime watcher. Every season I would watch almost everything that came out every year. And I kind of just fell off of it because a lot of times anime it either changes a lot of the manga, and usually for the worse, or it just doesn't adapt most of it. So you get like the first season of something and it's like you don't ever really get to see like how the rest of it goes. You want to know more? Read the manga. So that's kind of what I just started doing. And then before I knew it, that's all I was really doing, was just reading the manga, because like I could watch the anime, but I could read the manga in 10 minutes or less, depending on how long it is. It's like I can flip through that, get my digestion of that out of the way, reference it quickly anytime I need to. With the anime stuff, I mean, like, it's 30 minutes, and yeah, the anime's advantage is that it can condense multiple chapters down into one sometimes, but imagine being I guess a really good recent example of this would be like Attack on Titan. The manga had finished way before the anime did. The anime had like a Attack on Titan third season .235. Hello, Evelyn. How are you? Attack on Titan had like 8 different final seasons. It was weird, right? And then like a big final, the last 2 episodes, like, type of thing. And that was frustrating because like the manga had been out for a while. So if you were a manga reader, you already knew what the ending was. Like way before it came out, I think. Bleach is another one. The whole 1,000-year war arc or whatever, that was like almost a decade ago. Like, the manga's been over for a long time for Bleach, but the anime, yeah, they never bothered adapting that last arc. Playing Sonic. I will be. Not right now. I just started the stream, so I've been talking. I usually do this. I start the stream with, talking about current events and just, random thought stuff. And then I go into the game afterwards. So, typical streamer stuff. So if you came in looking for purely Sonic stuff, that might be a little rough. You boy? Yes, I boy. I am boy. As evidenced by the voice, I would hope. You can tell. Although I suppose voice changes are a thing now. So I could be a girl faking it with a deep voice. You never know. Maybe I am. I am boy, my mother. My mother mobile? I'm going to guess that English is not your first language. Where in the world are you from? Okay. Oh, Hungary. Cool. I think it's the first time I've ever talked to somebody from Hungary. That's pretty cool, actually. Magyar? Is that like a city in Hungary? Let's see here. Refers to both the ethnic group and the official language of Hungary. Cool. Oh, wow, you're right over by, why do I always think Hungary is, like, further east than it is? Do I love Sonic? Yeah. Yeah, Sonic is awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna like this one yet. Sonic Crossworlds as some of the DNA of Sonic and All Stars Racing transformed, but that's my favorite Sonic racing game. But we're gonna give this one a shot to see if it's, you know, something that we like. Follow. Do I have a pet? No, I don't have a pet. I did in real life. He passed away earlier this year, unfortunately. He had a tumor growing in his nose, so I had to put him down. It sucked. I wasn't happy with that, but you know, he's in a better place. I gave him lots of love as best I could. That's all you can do, right? But yeah, I've thought about getting another pet, but I haven't done it yet. My life just hasn't really been able to. You know, I don't want to buy a pet or acquire a pet, I guess I should say, and then like not have the ability to take care of it properly. So, you know, and that's just my life right now is just not. I'm not capable of that. I don't have the time to devote to a pet or the finances to feed one or take care of it if it has to go to the vet or anything. So, yeah. Your favorite Sonic game is Sonic EL? Is that Sonic L? What Sonic game would that be? Hmm. What is a... I'm gonna Google that word. I do not know that word. Hmm. That did not translate well. Wonder if the umlaut's different. No, didn't show up there. Well, probably not a bad idea to fire it up. So let's do that. Let's load up Steam here. Have you played this game yet? Have you played Sonic Racing? Oh, there's a sale on Sega games? Anything good? Shinobi just came out. Demon Slayer. Sonic Rumble? Oh, that was the 3D one. Alien Isolation. Yeah, these aren't good sale prices. I find getting games on Steam to be better when you buy them during the big sales. These smaller sales, the deals usually aren't as good. Alright. Pop that out. Alright. Let's fire up Sonic. Oh, it would help if I actually put it in the game, huh? Sega. There we go. Woohoo! Oh, so Hexdog is Hedgehog. No?
Traveling so fast, is this the future or the past? No stopping anyone. No stopping anyone. Grab those golden rings, those things will make your engine sing better than everyone. Better than everyone. Here we go. Time to blow. Here we go fast like whoa. Here we go out of control. I'm gonna put in the work. I got my power going berserk. Waste no patience. I know my worth. I'm number one. That's for sure. Set your goals. Feel their soul. It's Sonic racing all around the world. Faster than ever. Make your tires burn. Go bring some treasure. Sky's every turn. We're trailblazing. Sonic racing. Time to go. Now we're starting up the show. Open the gate. I'm looking great. When we see the gold rolls. Popping through the mansions. Looking like the freshest. Kids on the go. Got 'em the world. Cross the world. Sonic racing. Cross the world.
Sonic and cheesy music. Name a better combination. This is a beta version. Some offline and online modes can be played, but specifications and balance may differ from the full version. Please note that some of the platform features may not function properly and the game may crash. We appreciate your understanding. Show the tutorial. Nope. Alright, how do we got things going here? Play, online, customize machine. Okay, I can't do any of that. We just gotta change the options. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hmm. That's all you can adjust? Oh, there we go. All you get is Grand Prix. So you can't even do multiplayer. I don't own Pizza Tower. Sorry. I am Dodonpa. Like Dononpachi? The Grand Prix will now begin. Compete to earn the most total points over 4 rounds of races. There are 7 Grand Prix in total. Aim to win them all.
Now listen closely.
Some formidable racers will show up as your rivals. Challenge them and emerge victorious. I shall allow a super racer to join the fray if you manage to win against all of your rivals. Let the exciting races begin. Ho ho ho! Alright, who are we gonna play? Okay. Speed. Wave. Interesting. Wow, they have the Sonic Lost World bad guys in here? Good. Oh, the music change is nice. Wait, isn't that just Sonic's cart? Oh, yeah, they're all the same. Oh, coming soon. I want to see what they look like, though. Like, if they're locked, you can't see what they look like. You can't get that excited about it. I need to stream Sonic Lost World. I haven't played that in a long time. Well, let's do Sonic.
Yeah, let's race.
That has a deeper Sonic voice than I remember. Ooh. Oh, okay. I was like, well, how is this working with the carts? But you just pick your parameter. I want Sonic on that. Let's try that out.
I got this.
Sure. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Like, it's cool looking. Alright, so I'm not the only one using the hoverboard.
I'm gonna show you just what I'm capable of this time. I'm gonna win this.
You go, Tails.
Yeah, you're certainly going to try. Don't hold anything back, partner, because I'm not letting you off easy.
Those two look like fierce rivals. I don't know.
Let's go. Watch it. You're too slow.
Oh, the handling, like, why? Oh, there we go.
Good. Nice. Good. Watch it. Good. Good.
Why is the turn?
I say we go this way.
See ya.
Oh, that's cool.
See ya. Good. You're too slow. Good. Jam it. Good. Nice. Great. Good. Bye-bye. Good. Good.
This is weird. Like, my brain is struggling with this.
Yo, rude! Watch it! See ya! Finish! Gotta focus next time.
Yeah. What if I should change the ride? Yeah, that's fine. Let's try a different cart. I'm not sure I like the surfboard.
Yeah, let's race!
Let's go!
Cream and cheese. Interesting. Same overhead shot.
This is it, Mr. Sonic. Our big moment. I'll do my best to keep up with you.
Don't just keep up, go for the win! Just do your best and have fun out there, okay?
That's a very Sonic thing to say.
Let's go!
Ah! Does this not have like a...
Good! Nice! Jam it! Oh yeah! Good! 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 Nice!
There we go. I think I'm in the hang of this now.
Random track.
Let's go this way.
Time to slip ahead.
All right.
So
Let's go
close.
again.
Alright, so I think I'm getting the hang of how it actually handles and drives and stuff now. Why are the controls so weird, though? I don't know. They don't have, like, typical kart racer controls.
Yippee! Let's keep going.
Oh, that's pretty. Rainbow Garden. Move vertically as well as horizontally in flight form.
Oh, come on.
So the way to time that is to make sure you hit it as the buzzer's changing. Okay.
Time to slip ahead. Oh, yeah.
Random track.
Please let me catch up.
Better use this.
I got it right.
Time to good. 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 Nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Please let me catch up.
Not happening. Jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Final lap.
Time to slip ahead.
Just back for more action. See you next time. Please let me catch up.
Don't move. Good. Oh, yeah.
Woo! Oh, he was right there.
Can't beat the best.
This all seems super easy, but I have the feeling that, like, playing against real people, I'm never going to actually get any, like, ranking. I'm going to just be bad. Water Palace. In water form, releasing a charge activates the charge arm gets burst of speed.
Let's go.
That still wasn't a boost.
Time to slip ahead. Good. Let's go. Time to slip ahead. Good. Good. Nice. Hey.
Random track.
Let's go this way.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Oh yeah. Good. Good. No. See ya. Oh yeah.
Final lap.
Good. Gotcha. Good.
I got ahead.
Good. You're too slow. Good.
Wow. How? I should have lost that. I definitely should have lost that. That should not have happened. So it's gonna make me do all of them again?
Oh no, I might lose.
You don't seem concerned about that. First place, bonus 15 points.
Go, go, go. Come on, faster. Good. Nice. Jam it.
Oh. I feel like this game has potential to be even more frustrating than Mario Kart.
Oh, well, good job. I'm happy for you.
Eh.
Up, over, and gone.
Wow. I don't even have gadgets. It's time to reveal a new mechanic. It's gadgets. That thing you saw already. Yay.
I expect great things from you.
All of the useful ones take up too many slots. Fucking amazing. Like, oh yeah, Rocket Punch, yeah, that's saw more of those. Sure. And then you get the outline. Yeah, I'm already not okay with this game anymore. So yeah, I'm already over it. I am not excited about that at all. That was terribly generic. Like I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. Like, I should download Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform so that you guys can see the difference. Like, you know, actually, I think I'm going to do exactly that. Yeah. I'm going to do that. So, it's just the superior version. Sorry. Like, I hate to break it to you, but, you know, it just, it's so bad. Sonic racing games just don't have like the best track record, I don't think, really. But anyway, all right. Well, while that's downloading, I'm gonna go take a break real quick. I gotta pee. So just give me a sec, and yeah, stay tight. Oh. I hit the mute button. Anyways, all right. Thank you. I'm back. Yay! Wow! Woo! Ah! Stop hitting buttons. Anyways, yeah. So I'm back. Okay. So I can't make this a long stream tonight. Like I said, I had a late start, and as much as I would love to go for another couple hours, I cannot. So we will be wrapping this up, not soonish, but like soon. So it won't be a long stream. Just giving you the heads up now for the nobody's watching me. We're gonna be talking about that. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. There's a video that Ludwig just put out, which I find is a fascinating video. That also happens to like touch on like what it's like to be a streamer that's trying to grow an audience in current day times. And yeah, I have some thoughts about it. I watched the video already, so pre-watched. Spoilers. But I'm gonna rewatch it on the stream just so I can get talking about it on video, and then I might cut part of it out as like its own video and then post it up to my main channel. Just because it is a fascinating topic, and one that, like, while I understand his intent in making the video, I do feel like it does it misses some things, I guess. So we'll talk about that, but yeah. All right. In the meantime, let's play the Superior Kart Racing game. Yes, the Superior Kart Racing game for us sophisticated folks. Let's see here. Yes. Yeah, I want to play this awesome game. Why wouldn't I? Why are we not starting the game? Start the damn game, please. Oh, it's running. Okay, it's installing. My bad. How was I to presume otherwise? You know, I wish when you clicked install, it actually installed. Yeah, let's change our category. Let's get rid of the stinky. There's seriously, there's Sonic and All-Stars Racing Form has one viewer. All right. Yes, I want to play the game. Yes. What are we doing here? I gotta verify the integrity of the game files because it didn't install properly. Grr. Good old technology. Okay. What is already running? See what happens when we exit Steam. And then try to restart Steam. Okay. Game already running. The game is not already running. Okay. Let's reinstall this game. So I'm not sure what the issue is here. It's saying the game's already running, but I don't have it running on my PC. I just looked. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. It's being a dum-dum. Almost done. Okay. Game already running. The game is not already running. Oh, Steam. Okay, so let's exit Steam entirely. Okay. Is there any other services running that look like Steam? Sorry, I hate to be diagnosing while I'm streaming because that's annoying, but trying to figure out why Steam seems to think that I have a game running that I don't actually have running. And I don't want to have to do a hard reboot. Yeah, a lot of people are just suspecting that you just have to restart the entire PC. So maybe we won't be doing Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform tonight. It's been a kind of a scuffed stream. Alright. Yes. No. Yeah. I'll have to restart the PC to fix it. But I'll tell you what we are going to do. We are going to be... No, I don't want to... Oh, close the... Damn it, I didn't want the game to run. No. Uninstall. we'll do Sonic Race All Stars Transform Racing some other time. All right, let's do that Ludwig video instead, I guess. Then yeah, this one here. So this video is basically about Ludwig. He tries to basically he tries to start a stream. Oh god, that messed with my head for a sec. Here's our champion of the day. Hold on a shit. Here's our hero right here. Unfortunately, he does bounce around a lot on this, so maybe I'll move over to this side here, make it a little easier. But basically, the premise of this video that Ludwig made is that he made a secret channel. So he does this occasionally to kind of like play around with ideas and stuff. This particular one is pretty straightforward. It's starting a new stream, like as a new streamer. What's I'll change my category again. You know, like what would it take for you, the brand new streamer, to you know, be able to get like your first chatter, not your first viewer, not your first follower per se, but somebody who comes to your chat and actually talks to you. You know, and not just like pops in and says something or is a bot or whatever, but like an actual human being. Like what does that take? The reason this video is fascinating to me is because it's a very well established. I mean, like, well, let's not mince any words here. Luke is I mean, look look at how many, like, he has 6.73 million subscribers on YouTube alone. This video has 749,800 views as of this time that I have it watched here. Number 27 on trending for gaming. So Ludwig is a big deal. Like, he's not your normal, you know, tiny streamer like me. You know, he's a big deal. You know, he's the kind of person who hangs in the same rungs as other successful streamers and content creators. You know, Connor, CWVA, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, he is a who's who type of person. So I don't really think he needs really any other introduction than that. You know, he knows that he has a big audience and everything, but what makes this video fascinating is that he's trying to approach this from like the other end. And I would be willing to bet that there was probably a not small amount of people who saw the stream and just assumed it was somebody, you know, like re-uploading one of his original streams or something. I don't think that people realized it was actually him. Otherwise, I think he probably would have gotten this goal done faster. He just has a very recognizable face and voice at this point. So people are just going to be like, yeah, but you never know. I mean, he sat in the bottom of Twitch categories for a long time, which kind of speaks to how poor the discoverability on Twitch really is. But yeah, so I figured, you know, it's a 22-minute video. We'd kind of go through it. It's mostly just him being a goof on stream, trying to figure out, you know, the best way to get viewers. So he does eventually figure out a solution, and it's one that I'm going to be talking about. But yeah, for now, I figure we'll fire this up. We'll start over because, as you can see, I was halfway through this, and we will. We'll kind of see where he goes with this, and then I want to talk about it a bit, as you know, to give my perspective as like a smaller streamer, almost a tiny streamer, I should say, you know, and just, you know, where I feel like, you know, he kind of maybe wasn't as in depth with his, you know, like opinions, I guess you could say, as possible. You know, like he could have probably gone into like more of like the pros and cons approach. This was clearly a video made for content, and that itself is something I want to talk about as well. So I figure, yeah, we'll give this one a shot and just kind of see what he says, and then we'll kind of talk about it. So let's do that as soon as it loads, because, you know, internets.
very helpful. All right,
All right, so I don't know why it automatically did
but
that.
you guys said something to me that I
we
haven't
go.
stopped thinking about. You see, after Streamer Games, I met a bunch of subscribers, and you guys were asking me some random questions, including questions about live streaming. And somebody asked me, Ludwig, could you do it all over again? If you had to start a Twitch channel from the ground up, could you become a successful streamer?
The answer is yes, because he has the experience now to do it. You know, and of course the face and brand recognition. So he's already in a better position being successful, that if he had to start it over again, he could. But let's assume for the sake of argument that this dude has never streamed a day in his life and nobody knows who the fuck he is. Could he do this premise? That's where he's going with this.
Once again, to which I said, of course, I'm good at talking to chat. Then they brought up a good point. I wouldn't have a chat to talk to. Now, not wanting to be the expert live streamer who doesn't know the answer to a question, I said, well, I would just talk as if there was a chat there. But could I actually do that? I can basically go live with any title at all, and a few thousand people are guaranteed to show up. So can I actually live stream with no chat? Or better yet, can I start a new Twitch channel and become successful again? Or was it all luck the first time? That's the question I wanted to find out, but first, I had to make a new Twitch channel. Retired Athlete 31. I have made my first ever Twitch account.
I love the picture and everything. Just the name. 30 but still run a sub 6 mile. Bro, I've never been able to run a mile. My fastest mile, I think, was like 9 minutes, and I was trying to haul ass. I was like in 7th grade. I am not built for running.
Retired Athlete 31. This is my chat. Now, normally on my actual Twitch chat, there are always people there typing constantly throughout the day.
This is kind of wild to me because, like, even the idea that people will stay in your chat just to talk when you're not live is just funny to me. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like my brain has a hard time wrapping around the idea that, like, I'm so successful that I can just like not be streaming and people just be hanging out in my chat as a community. Like, you would assume that they would migrate over to like Discord or something like that, but like, no, they just kind of hang around and talk. Like, I've seen this in like Co-Carnage's channel and other bigger streamers where, like, you know, it's not a lot of people per se, you know, there'll be like, you know, maybe like 100 or so if you're a really big streamer, just kind of chilling. You know, but yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's weird because, like, it's not something you typically think people do in a Twitch chat where, you know, oh, the streamer's not on, but hey, how's it going, guys? We're all gonna talk, you know, just not really a thing, you know. So this part was just kind of funny to me, so I figured I'd point it out.
Has no reason to have anybody in it because 0 people
That is what my chat looks like half the time,
follow this
and the other half it looks worse than that.
Twitch channel. 0 people know it even exists. So I'm hoping we can get some people in here. I don't know how long it'll take. I don't know if anyone will even come in the first place, but I'm hoping I can get somebody in here. All right, let's just start in the biggest
Spoiler alert, he does actually get somebody in the chat.
category
It takes a while.
in the world. Boom! What is up? What is up, y'all? How we doing today? Chat. Chat, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. What's my goal today? My goal is 1 follower. I like that. That's an achievable goal. All right, when that shit is complete, I'm a happy man. All right, well, I'm just gonna keep chat up on the side here, and I don't know. I guess let's just start doing some stuff today. So first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to bang through my daily games. All right, penis. Okay, didn't get there.
So I don't really watch Ludwig, you know, for like his streaming and all that kind of stuff. But it would be genuinely funny. He might actually do this. I don't know. But it would be genuinely funny if he just started all of his Wordles with penis. Because I would. I definitely would. That'd be hilarious.
Didn't get there. Chat, what do you think?
That's how it goes, yeah.
Oh my god! I got my first follower!
Woo!
Okay, wait, are you a bot? Are you a real human? Newbie Twitch girly loves cosplays. Follow for future streams. And
So this part made me laugh because it is a guarantee that during my streams I will get bots. And I think this is probably, you know, like, I mean, it's true for everybody, but like, you're going to do this. Like, you know, if your chatbot, assuming you hopefully have one set up, hasn't immediately banned the bot, you'll get stuff like this where it's a person who appears to be a person, but it's probably just a bot. But they're there to like for me, I'm a VTuber, so like it's trying to sell me art assets and all their generic bullshit that like it's poor quality. You know, it's like, I wouldn't say poor quality per se, but like very generic. Like it's designed to get money out of people who don't know any better. But you know, I get offers for view botting, I get offers for like art, just all kinds of stuff that I don't like. If I want it, I will go find the people who do those things. I don't need you to come to me and just randomly solicit me. Nobody likes door-to-door bullshit. That's what this is. But, you know, when you're a small streamer and, you know, anything that pops up on your screen that isn't you trying to get chat to talk to you, you know, like you're like, hey, oh my gosh, I gotta follow, you know, or hey, oh my gosh, you know, like something happened that, you know, people from the outside came to your stream and did a thing. And when you're looking for any kind of interaction with your stream, yeah, it's exciting in the moment. So you do this kind of shit where you're like, oh, I wonder who this person, it's a bot. So yeah, this part kind of hit home for me, you know, because I've definitely done this behavior. And I think a lot of people who are small streamers have.
You have in OnlyFans. Why do I get the feeling that you are botting to follow a bunch of new accounts so that pathetic streamers like me click to see who you are? You're not even real. Apparently followers is a bad metric of success for this challenge. So really I have to ignore that because there's bots and I have to focus on having actual chatters. So
his shifting goals make sense here too, because like followers are like if you look at like a YouTube subscriber count, followers on social media, followers, like you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt, because there are going to be so few people who will come back after they followed you. It's a metric that like is important because it helps gauge interest in you. Like you can take that metric of like, I have X amount of people following me, subscribing, whatever you want to use the terminology for. And you can use that as like you can go to a sponsor and be like, hey, I have 11 million followers or something like that. Right. You know, it's a nice bragging point, and it does show that like you've been around long enough and people have found you interesting enough for whatever reason, whether it's because they think that you're a good platform for them, or they really do like what you do and they're just interested in following your escapades, whatever the case may be. You know, that's always cool. It's a nice like feel good thing when you see a large follower count or just your follower count growing. But as a metric of success, it's not really as amazing as you think it would be. You know, I know a lot of streamers who have, you know, 10,000 plus followers, but when they're live, they have maybe 50 viewers. It's still, I mean, 50 viewers is a lot more than one or two, but it's not really that much for how many followers that these people have. They have tens of thousands of followers, but the vast majority of them, they're never back at the stream. And you'll see this with like YouTube. You know, Ludwig, of course, has, you know, almost 7 million subscribers. You know, like he gets a lot of views on his channel. Great. But like there's a lot of people out there who have huge subscriber counts like he does. And like those videos, they don't get a fraction of what he gets. They might still be able to eke out a living on the channel or whatever, but like every creator is different. Everybody's path to success is different. It's something that like this video kind of hammers home the point of without him openly coming out and saying it. So I'll say it. Every scenario, like when people say like, what is your path to success? How can I replicate that? The advice that anybody can ever give you is only from the viewpoint of their own success and how they can like help you maybe potentially copy that, or at least like give you a set of like guidelines that you could be like, you could try this or you could try this. here's why it didn't work out for me, but it might work out for you, or things like that, right? So like, you know, no, I'm just going to say at the beginning of this video here, Ludwig would not be able to grow the same way he did when he first started years ago. But that doesn't mean that he couldn't be successful today either. He would just have to change his approach. You know, how a streamer got huge back then is just not going to be the same way that a lot of them do it now. You know, it's a lot like your parents, you know, they were able to like take advantage of, I don't know, boomer money, right? Back in the, you know, 60s and 70s or whatever, right? I'm a millennial, so I'm old now, right? You know, and like they got all the benefits of unions and cheaper bullshit, whatever, right? But nowadays things are more expensive. World's changed, right? What made them successful and got them through, you know, college and all the whatever else, right? And, you know, all of the things that they were able to retire on, that whole world is gone and there's a new world in its place. And so the things that they tell you, you know, go to college, get a career, blah, 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 that advice may not be as applicable now as it was then. So you have to take all of that thing as like, with, you know, take all of it with a grain of salt, you know, and be like, okay, yeah, college could be a viable path, you know, and it might still be. College is more expensive these days, for sure, you know, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's like, you know, the best path anymore or the most affordable one. But if you can afford it, it can be like people go to Harvard, not necessarily for like the most amazing education. A lot of them go there for the networking, you know, because their Harvard attracts a wealthier class of people. You know, you want to make sure that your kid is successful. You want them to hook up with other people for networking. You know, college can be a great place to do that. So yeah, just saying, like, follower goals, every metric, your viewer count is a great point here. You know, how many people are watching your stream? Like I have one viewer right now. That viewer is probably me. I don't remember exactly how Twitch does it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that viewer is just me. Like I could make additional accounts or viewbot, I guess, but I don't want to do that. You know, although viewbotting, the reason why viewbotting has become so rampant on Twitch is because of the fact that Twitch is so top heavy in the way it's designed. Because Twitch has very crappy discoverability, and has never really like worked too hard to fix that. You know, like it's shocking to me that for a platform like Twitch that they have not tried to copy YouTube's metrics system, this analytical system. It is doable. Like I understand that the problems of live streaming, but like there are ways you can copy certain metrics and help boost streams and stuff like that. It's just that they don't want to spend the money to do that. You know, and it definitely shows. Twitch spends money on the dumbest shit. Like nobody asked for stories. Stories is stupid. Nobody wants stories. There's a lot of focus on app features that, like, you know, like it's not. You're trying to become like a TikTok or whatever, but like, yeah. And I'm getting a little off topic here. I understand, but like, it is circling back around. I promise. But yeah, you know, it's frustrating. Is really what I'm getting at. To see like the platform not try, because like YouTube bends over backwards to help smaller people. Like I have gotten, like I just started streaming on YouTube oh gosh, a couple of weeks ago. I have already gotten more interactivity through my YouTube stream for how long I've been streaming than I have with my Twitch stuff. You know, like I've already had people coming in and trying to have conversations, although unfortunately with broken English. But like they're there, you know, people have showed up and it's like, great. Right. It took a lot longer for that kind of stuff to happen on Twitch. The discoverability, it just isn't as good. That said, Twitch's community features are vastly superior to YouTube's. So while YouTube is a better streamer watching experience, Twitch is a better streamer community experience. And so that's why people put up with Twitch's bullshit with like the heavy advertisement spam and, you know, just other crap that Twitch has kind of been famous for over the years, because you cannot beat the community features of Twitch currently. YouTube just doesn't seem to be putting that effort. All of this to say, so we can watch the damn video, is that, metrics are just like any other number. They will never paint a full picture of the scenarios that you're going for. So don't fall victim to, X number of things, Y number of things, believing that is your strict measure of success. He sets a very simple goal in this video, which is just a real human having a conversation with him. And that is a low bar. Trust me, it's a low bar. But watch how he has to do it. Like the hoops he has to jump through just to get that done. So let's finish going with this, because he's entertaining and I'm not. So that's why he makes the big bucks.
5 minutes for the first follow, maybe 15 for the first chatter, maybe 50 to beat my first Wordle. Okay, focus.
Yeah, I got follows pretty quickly. The vast majority of them are bots. I have, as of today, I have like 66 or 67 followers. Most of them have never come back to the stream. The few that have are awesome people who have actually stuck around and talked in the chat. But yeah, vast majority of them, I've never seen them again.
Focus. This sucks, because usually when I play Wordle on stream, I can just look over at chat and somebody's already given me the answer and I can cheat.
This part made me laugh because this is also something I see a lot of bigger streamers. They have chat to lean on to be able to interact, and it helps their stream. So like it's a feedback thing. Like me as a small streamer, I talk to a vacuum and nobody. The onus of consecration is entirely on me. I don't have the ability to have a Twitch moment with chat. Or a streaming moment with chat or whatever, right? Like I don't have that ability because I have nobody in my chat most of the time. So yeah, it makes it hard because you have to be 100% on the whole time. Whereas when you have your chat kind of helping you along, like they're part of that equation, like, yeah, he gets to cheat on his answers. But watch how Ludwig turns this around.
But now I have no one. I have no one to help cheat. I have to actually beat it. Fuck.
Yes, this becomes a content creation bonus for him, because now as he goes through this, you're going to see how he ends up making content better, because now he can't use chat to cheat.
This is actually making me work. Okay. I am an English major. I can get this. Eat. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm losing to a game of Wordle. This is embarrassing. Okay, well, what do we know? The only vowel it can be is an O. Emote. What? I'm stupid. I'm actually dumb. I'm straight up dumb without chat. This is fucking proving so much to me. I'm genuinely nothing without them. X-do. X-toe. X-tot. X-toll. Oh. Oh! That was amazing.
And that's how it feels. when you have those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, and there's nobody. My first win in Mario Kart World in the Grand Prix, like Crossworld thing or whatever, like the Battle Royale mode or whatever you want to call it, where like you have to hit a certain point on the rankings list or you get dropped out. My first win on that, I was fucking hyped. I was so fucking hyped. I was excited, and I clipped it and I shared it to Twitch and YouTube. I think on YouTube it got like 1,200 views, like 9 likes. Oh wow. Those are nothing numbers, but to me it was like exciting, right? Nobody commented on it. Nobody was in my Twitch chat when that moment happened. It sucked. But I remember, damn it, and I have proof that it happened. But yeah, this is how it feels. This is how it feels.
Well, it's been a little under half an hour. We hit our follower goal, but nobody has chatted yet. I'm realizing, however, even though just chatting is the largest category, it is probably the hardest to grow in. So I
Yes.
think just chatting's too big of a category. So let me switch my approach. How about I play peak? We're still at 2 awesome.
So I love how he jumps from one saturated category to another. This is the problem with Twitch. You have to pick a game category if you want to, if your focus is on building a community, not just streaming, but like if your focus is on building a community and growing your presence online, or whatever word you want to use for this, you have to pick a category that is simultaneously healthy enough with viewers that you can pick up people from other people's streams or people who are coming in to see who's in the category, but you don't want to be so far down the list. And I'll show you what I mean with that. So here's my dashboard. Let's actually go to Twitch here. So on Twitch, hold on a second, I might have to mute this. Yeah, I'm going to mute that. So this is the Twitch front page. The Twitch front page is going to have channels that they think you'll like. Apparently Valorant is sponsoring September this year. Good for them. This is my follow channels here. Of course, I gotta do some more exploring. But as you can see, there's some people here that, and some of these people I don't even watch anymore. But I don't know. My followed streams is a whole weird thing in its own. There's actually stories behind some of these people I followed. Anyways, this is the front page thing where Twitch recommends streams that are live. Apparently Code Carnage is live now. What time is it? Yeah, I suppose it makes sense. But like if you look, like 1.3k viewers, 1k viewers, 716 viewers, 681 viewers, 1.1k. So these aren't small streamers at all. 3k, 6.7k, 736. You do get that boost being on the front page. But like for the most part, yeah, it's not that impressive. And the boost doesn't last very long if you're front page. But the people that, like, look at this. 2 of the front page people are Carnage and Pirate Software, 2 of the biggest streamers on Twitch. Like, they're not, the biggest streamers. There's obviously way bigger now, but like streaming to 6.7 player, people, or 3.1 thousand, like these are big streamers. These are unrealistic streamer numbers. Most people will never even, like, this is like you've won the lotto type of viewership. Most people, even these ones that are like 736 viewers, that's a lot of viewers. 1.3 thousand, yeah, that's Tekken 8. Here's an IRL guy in New York, 1,000 viewers. Like these are huge streamers. They don't seem like it. 716 doesn't seem like a lot, but like put 716 people in a room. That's a lot. So yeah, so that's the Twitch front page. But then you have the live channels, and look, it's recommending me stuff that I've already, because they think I'll like it. That's their algorithm right there. We think you'll like these streamers. You notice like it's already here for a lot of them. Categories you think you'll like. Look at what's recommending here. Old school RuneScape. That's because Pirate Software's been playing that. Just Chatting, because everybody isn't just chatting. Hollow Knight, because that's the game that everybody's been playing. Maximilian D's been playing this one. Animals, Aquarium, and Zoos. I'm going to guess it's probably related to Just Chatting. Project Zomboid. Sakishi's been playing this one. Peak. That's what every fucking VTuber's been playing. Shinobi. That just came out, but also I streamed this like last week. Vinegar Solid 3. A couple of streamers I've been watching have been playing this. Bakwa Soup had a whole thing for it. Games and Demos, Retro. These are all things that are, because of what I've clicked on and stuff like that. So these categories, they reflect my interests, and that's great. But like, if I click it, like I might find a streamer, but like they're huge categories. relatively speaking. Drops enabled. I don't even know why this is here. Every YouTube channel or every Twitch channel has this. MMORPGs while a streamer is offline. Apparently, you're recommending ISO speed Ginity. Shrewd, because that's Shroud's 24/7 channel. So, like, the discoverability isn't the worst on Twitch. So don't ever think to yourself, like, Twitch is completely undiscoverable. It's just that, like, you're kind of seeing how the categories, because, like, let's pick a category, like Hollow Knight. Look at how Twitch actually puts these people on here, though. So it goes by viewer count. You can choose recommended. Notice that the first one is the biggest right off the bat. 609 viewers, 524. So that person recommended for me, the first one is still 524. And then 63. But yeah, you can see how, like, we can do low to high. 0 viewers, chat. And I'm willing to bet that a good number of these people probably aren't terrible at what they do. They're probably pretty decent streamers. I see a bunch of people trying to VTube. Probably some, let's see, well, there's one here. There's a foreign language one. Look, a now loading screen. Let's click this one. I'm kind of curious here. Yeah, it's in Japanese. My name is Kaidi Tsukiyono. I am Japanese. Welcome to my channel. Cool, right? Let's see, what else we got here? Looks like a Russian dude. Yeah, these are all 0 viewers. This person apparently has issues with their connection. But people are trying. Like, this person here. Let's check out their... Oh, we got an ad. Pre-rolls, baby. This is the Twitch experience here. I'm not going to make you guys watch an ad. But yeah, this is the Twitch thing. So, like, the reason why view botting is such an issue on Twitch is because Twitch rewards you for being higher up in this list of recommended streamers. If you're somebody all the way down at the bottom here, I have to make an effort to find you. I have to go through this whole thing, and I have to click and find a stream that looks interesting. Due to the way that Twitch works, there's 2 issues with this. One, there's a lot of... Look at this. This is a lot of people to have to go through. And as you can see, it doesn't even load smoothly. It loads in a chunk, and then loads in another chunk. This is a pretty common issue with an older website like this. And look at all of these 1 viewer streams, right? So you could literally just spend a whole day just picking a category of a game like this and just scrolling through and just seeing who's there. But you're going to want to check out each of these streams. And I'm willing to bet that a big chunk of these streamers probably, if they don't have pre-rolls, is because they're not affiliated or partnered yet. But affiliate isn't hard to get anymore. Affiliate only requires that you have an average of 4 viewers a stream for like 4 streams in a 30-day period. And that's it. Otherwise, the rest of the metrics are really easy to hit, like 50 followers, I think, or something. So, like, once you hit affiliate, though, you have to manage your ads. You don't get ads before you become affiliate. So as a new streamer that isn't affiliated, like myself, I have no ads on my stream. I don't get any money, obviously, but yeah, I don't get any ads. I did sign up for the new streaming category they have. So they have the original, you don't get shit version, which is just you stream and that's it. And then there's the new version they had, which is that you're affiliate, but you don't actually get the ability to have your emotes outside of your channel. So like if people go to another stream, but they're subscribed to your stream, they can't use your emotes on somebody else's stream. It's locked to only your channel. And you don't get to cash out because they want you to build up that money and then spend it on Twitch. The only way you get to cash out is if you go up to affiliate. An affiliate requires you to meet certain number of metrics, and then of course there's partner, which seems more and more useless as time goes on. So yeah, I don't have to deal with ads as part of that deal, but if I did decide to go to affiliate so that I could start making money and putting it into my bank account, that's when Twitch is like, oh, no, 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 sir. No, no, no. You have to deal with ads. So this is another thing about Ludwig's stream, is that he doesn't have pre-rolls, because every single one of these streamers, you know, like, you run that risk that you're going to click the stream, and what's going to end up happening is you're going to hit one of these. Please go back. Thank you. You know, you're going to click a streamer, and the streamer is going to have ads. It's not a guarantee, and the ads don't always start right away. But that discovery process sucks. As somebody who, like, his ad blocks don't really work that well on Twitch. So, you know, you want to be the destination, you know, and not just the stopping point before somebody moves on to the next interesting thing. And to do that, you need to make sure that people stick around. If people are going to be more likely to stick around when they see that your channel has a decent size of viewers. People don't want to sit in an empty chat, and I don't know why my page is acting weird now. I think I'm just running too much stuff. Oh, whatever, I'll deal with it later. That's my YouTube one. But people don't want to just sit around in an empty chat, not having anybody else to talk to but the streamer, especially if the streamer isn't 100% focusing on talking to them all the time. Because people who come to a chat, either they are lurkers who don't really want to talk, they just want to watch, or they're people who want to act, they want to chat, they want to interact. So, you know, while Ludwig is doing this, I guarantee you what's happening while he's not paying attention is that people are popping into the stream, looking at it, and then just dipping immediately. Or maybe they stick around for like a minute or two, but they're otherwise gone. And because Twitch's view count thing doesn't keep track of that in real time, it lags a little bit. You don't necessarily notice right away if somebody pops into your stream. Like, I've had people pop into my stream, say hi, but because I don't have a chat to interact with, I forget to look at it sometimes. And by the time I notice that somebody said hi or followed the stream, they've been gone for like 5 minutes because they didn't get any answer back from me. You know, hey, how's it going, streamer? Crickets, right? And then I turn around and I go, oh shit, there was somebody who talked to me. Come back, you know? So, yeah.
Viewers. Yo, shout out to you two watching, seriously. Like, even if you don't chat, genuinely, that means the world to me. I'm talking to myself because I'm the only one fucking watching. It's me on 2 accounts. It's me on 2 accounts. It's literally me on 2 accounts. Okay, fuck it, dude.
Which, that's the thing. He's on 2 accounts, so he's boosting himself. Like, I'm not. I just go live. I don't game any of this. Maybe I should. Maybe that's my problem, is that, you know, why my growth has been so slow. You know, here's silly me thinking it was because I just, you know, had really crappy streaming schedule. But maybe the streaming schedule isn't the problem. Maybe I just need to game the system better. You know, create like 8 accounts and have them all running at the same time watching my stream. Right? That works. I thought Twitch had like a way to like, oh, you're all coming from the same IP address. But I don't know. I suppose if view botting is a thing, you know, that wouldn't really be a you know, is it really view botting if it's all your own accounts? Probably.
Fuck, I fucked it. I choked. Get me out!
I have no idea what I'm watching.
I fucked it so hard, didn't I? Where the fuck am I? I think my angle was off. I also choked getting in. It was a bit of a throw. Okay. I get why people view bot. What the fuck are you supposed to do on Twitch if you don't view bot? You're just stuck in damned hell waiting for one person to drag you out of it. I get it though. I understand why someone would want to view bot. I'm not condoning it. But if you view bot, you'll have real people in there because you just appear higher in the category.
Yep. That's just what I was saying.
The rich get richer.
That's exactly it. It's the whole issue right there.
Come on, baby. Come on, Caldera. I fucking lit it. I lit it late. I lit the flare late. This could be my PB though. I could have done this faster. 5, 4, 3, 2. PB. Give me that sub 1. It's not us. I would guess 127. 122. Okay. That's fine. I definitely can save an hour of time off that. 100%. Wouldn't it be nice if someone watched me? Then I wouldn't have to stream alone. Wouldn't it be nice? Okay, I gotta stop singing, bro. Singing is not what brings viewers. What brings viewers? Oh, what if I thirst trap so in the thumbnail, I'm hotter? I'm going with a white tank top because people are going to see it in the thumbnail and they're going to go, damn, that dude does look like a retired athlete. He's definitely got the body of someone retired. Right,
Funny joke.
How long you been streaming? Today's my first stream, but I guess if you're asking how long I've been streaming today, it's like an hour. Timer's on the screen. What sport did you used to play that you're retired from? I used to be a professional water polo player for Moldova. I was pretty good. I made it to Olympic trials, but I have a debilitating birth defect called pectus excavatum. Why are you making up fake chat messages? So when the real ones come, I'm ready for them? Like if you're going to have an interview with somebody for a job, you do a mock interview. If you're going to do the SATs, you do a PSAT. The LSATs, you do the practice. You get what I'm saying? You want to make a 3 in the game, you shoot a 3 in practice. Is it pink? Okay, I'm not going to ask any more fake chat questions because you guys are getting really inappropriate. Well, I got a PB in...
Okay. The funny thing is like, that whole exchange is hilarious, but the fake chat thing, yeah, I've seen people do it. I've seen, like, big name streamers do it. Famously, you'll notice if you ever watch Asmongold, which I don't recommend, but if you do, you've probably seen that behavior from him, where you're looking at your chat going, who asked that question? But yeah, he invents people to talk about. So, or talk to, ask questions from, whatever. He's really good at it. And it's something you don't notice at first, but like you'll start noticing it more often the more you watch him. He likes to pull fake people out of the air and talk to them. Real people too. I'm not saying he doesn't interact with his chat, but yeah.
The game peak. Unfortunately, did not get a PB on Twitch.tv. Still sitting at 2 viewers and no chat messages. Let's keep the stream rolling, bro. I'm having fucking fun streaming with you, chat. This is a blast. I miss my chat, dude. I miss them. I'll be honest. I was sitting on the toilet watching my own stream, thinking about how I don't want to go back. Because it is hard. It's so hard streaming to fucking nobody. I'm talking to a damn wall here. And the wall's not very helpful. All right, I need to lift up my energy and I need to increase my spirits. So to do that, I'm going to go get a hot dog. I'm going to eat it as fast as I can, and then I'm going to come back. And that will rejuvenate me, and we will get our first chatter. I will play a video for everybody. Why am I worried about entertaining my fucking chat? There's nobody here. Who gives a shit? I'll be right back.
So this made me laugh too, because like I've often thought this myself, but the thought process I arrived at is that it is true that nobody's going to give a shit when you have no viewers, or 1 viewer, 2 viewers, or whatever. Nobody's going to care if you just walk away for like 20 minutes and come back, because there's nobody there to judge you. Nobody cares. But I feel, just for the sake of like having a professional appearance, so to speak, you know, having something on when, because like in this case, he walked away for 20 minutes. somebody could have come to the stream, right? I'm not saying that they did here, but they could have. And my brain goes, if they show up and there's nothing but just an empty chair, no music or nothing, you know, nothing to show that like you're ever fucking coming back. You know, like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm just going to dip. I'm out. You know, it's a waste of time for me to sit here to wait for you to come back. You know, but if there's music on the stream or like a game to play, because like there's some streamer interactive games, you know, chat can like type a thing and play. You know, words on stream is a good example of that. There's some fishing game that was kind of big for a couple of months or whatever. You know, but like, yeah, you know, or even just a simple like be right back screen. So people know that you are coming back. You're just gone for a moment, you know, gone fishing, whatever. In my brain, that just is more satisfying than just empty chair for however long the streamer decides to be gone for. If I came to a stream and I saw this, I'm not wasting my time. I'm out. I'm not going to sit here with a quiet stream looking at an empty chair. So I get his whole like defeatist, you know, mentality there, because it is a bit, you know, defeatist. Your brain just goes, why am I even bothering with this shit? But you kind of have to, I think. It just helps. Also, 20 minutes for a fucking hot dog? What the fuck you doing? Making the fucking thing yourself? Like, completely from scratch? It's a hot dog!
Chad, I'm back!
Oh, and he fucking drove all the way there. Okay, never mind. I missed that part in the
You guys
video.
miss me? Me and my friends had a debate the other day as to whether Joey Chestnut or Usain Bolt would win a 100-meter dash, but both of them have to eat a hot dog before running. How fast can Joey Chestnut reasonably eat a hot dog?
We are live on Netflix and underway as Chestnut.
Dude, what the fuck? He ate one in less than 3 seconds.
Is that Jeff Keighley's voice? Does that man just fucking do everything for... We need a guy to host and announce shit. Let's just pick Jeff Keighley.
How to eat hot dog fast.
People always ask me how I eat a hot dog so fast. It's pretty easy. First you take the bun, you take the hot dog, you go like this.
So anyway, we tried doing this. At least I tried doing it, and it took me a minute and like 28 seconds to eat a hot dog. So I'd love to do it faster. Here we have one hot dog. This is a Nathan's Beef Frank. The goal is to eat it as fast as possible. One man, one hot dog. All right, come on. Lock in. Time! Oh my God! That was fast! I can do it! I can beat Joey! God damn, bro! That strategy is broken! That is broken. I could have shaved easy. I could do that in 12 seconds, I think. All right, chat, we're switching gears. I've had already a 2-hour, 40-minute stream. I would love if I could complete this challenge. So I'm going for a Hail Mary. I'm going to the game that I started with in my streaming career. I'm going to play Super Smash Bros. Melee. Honest to God, it's kind of like showing up to a GameStop. My chance of getting recognized at a GameStop in the mall is much higher than at a Macy's in the mall. If this doesn't work, we'll switch gears again. All right, let's see it. Latina Guts. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this guy fucking like top 5 in the world? What is up with his tech skill? Okay, not so good at recovering, and they're susceptible to crouch cancel grabs. Well, their tech skill's phenomenal. Okay, that's easy. If they up smash a shield, I rest it. They can get a kill here, but that's fine. Yeah, buddy! Ha ha! No way I fucking missed that back air. He went for some dumb shit. He went for some dumb hallelujah shit. No! I read the rule! Hiya. We're on my stage, baby. I don't even have a fucking chatter to fucking swag out to. What am I doing? Fuck Ludwig!
I love how after a while he just stops pretending that he's a retired athlete and he just starts using his name. He's even got it in the fucking thing.
Buddy, I got all day. I'm waiting for a viewer to show up. God, I got no one to share this with. I have no one to share this moment with. Got him. Nice. You can tech and DI at any point.
honestly, I think he's a pretty damn good Smash player. but yeah, you know, here he's playing Smash. He's switched up what 4 things now. He did the just chatting, and then he jumped over to Peak, and then he jumped over to a hot dog contest, and now he's doing Smash.
Yeah. Just like work for me. Whoa! Ah! What's the rank? Give it to me. Okay. Not exactly the player I once was, but, you know, take what we can get in this world. Oh, okay. Did it work? Did I get any new viewers during Melee? A game that people know me for? The answer, no. If I'm being genuine, I'm just trying to find a gimmick to get a single viewer.
So here's where it starts, right? Like, after a while, you start thinking to yourself, I have to figure out my thing, right? So I have to adjust myself in my chair, so I'm a little weird, but so like, here's the advice that you'll always see if you go to YouTube. There's tons of streamer gurus who are gonna be like, here's how you can get viewers, right? One of the biggest pieces of advice that they will give you is you need to find your niche. You'll hear that a lot. Finding your niche is like, it's not bad advice, but they don't exactly tell you why you need to find a niche, right? They make it seem like it's just the most obvious thing in the world. Like, of course that if you have one particular thing you do, people will know you as that one particular thing you do, and therefore people will just, yes, but like, it is extremely hard to become a variety streamer, the streamer who can just play whatever they want. And the reason why that is the problem is because when viewers go to your content, they are only going to stick around for the content that they are interested in. So if you are doing what he's doing here, where he has jumped from just chatting to Peak to what was it, the hot dog thing, to Smash, to now this new thing he'll be doing, and he's only been streaming for 3.5 hours, not even, and 20 minutes of that was him going out and buying hot dogs, apparently. So realistically, he's only been streaming for 3 hours, and he's said 4 things. That's going to be confusing to viewers, because like, are you going to get the guy who shows up to watch you play Peak? Is he going to stick around to watch you play Smash? Is he going to stick around to watch you eating a hot dog really fast? Like, the person who shows up for the hot dog, did they give a shit about Peak? Were they there at all? Probably not. They showed up for your hot dog, so they missed the first part of your stream anyway. Okay, so you're done with your hot dog thing and you moved on to Smash. Well, they were there for the hot dog. That's what people talk about with niche, is that the moment that you switch from one piece of content to the next piece of content, you have immediately lost any potential viewership you would have gained from that previous thing. So, and you don't know how much of that audience you would retain by switching from one thing to another. Like, to pick an example here from another streamer I follow, Towley. Towley is a well-known World of Warcraft streamer. He's been streaming basically since the Justin TV days. Like, he hopped on the gaming streaming bandwagon really early. And it's paid off really well for him. But his niche has always been World of Warcraft. And when he wants to play something else, whether it's the new Call of Duty game, or maybe there's a sports game that comes out, or whatever. Right now he's doing trading cards. He opens up the packs on stream and stuff. Like, those viewership numbers, they drop. Instantly he loses like at least a third of his audience. Because they're there to watch World of Warcraft. They're there to watch him do World of Warcraft stuff. They don't give a shit about him opening up card packs or playing COD or the Division or whatever else he does. They don't care. They're not there for that. So the goal, for a variety streamer is to build up a core audience who will be there no matter what you do. That way you can jump from category to category and the fluctuations will not hurt the core group. And so that's how you end up with, like, say, Ludwig, who can have a whole bunch of people in his chat when he's not streaming, just talking to each other. That's his core group. That is basically Ludwig's reward for being successful, getting to the point of being a large successful person, is that he can basically do whatever the hell he wants, and there will always be people there waiting for him to do it. Now, granted, if he does one thing versus another thing, he will still have that increase or decrease in viewership. But he knows that, like, there's always going to be X people in his chat. That's why he's missing chat so much in this, because, like, he knows that, like, whenever he clicks go, there will always be somebody there to talk to. And that's just not the case here with what he's doing. Now, I'm not saying that if he stayed as the hot dog viewing streamer for 3 hours that he would somehow have more numbers now. But, like, that is why the advice of, like, you need to find a niche is such a thing, right? Now, your niche doesn't necessarily have to be your game content or your whatever your category of content creation is. It could be, like, for example, being a VTuber. Like, I won't lie, being a VTuber has definitely gotten people interested in me. But that does not necessarily, like, mean that I'm going to be successful in any stretch of the word, because I'm not. But people have come in and commented on, like, hey, I saw your model in the thumbnail when I was browsing. I wanted to see it. It looked cool, right? I've had people say that to me, and that's awesome. They don't stick around, but it's awesome, right? And I didn't pick being a VTuber to have a gimmick. I picked VTubing because I like the concept of it. I thought VTubing was awesome. It's a way to have anonymity. Sure, but, like, I like the customizability of making an avatar and, a cool character, whatever, and then, like, acting through that. So for me, the appeal of VTubing is more on the, yes, the privacy part, the anonymity part is important, but of course, it's the artistic side of it that is more appealing to me. But yeah, this is the whole reason why they say find a niche. Because, yeah, if you bounce around constantly playing different games, having different categories of, in Twitch that you're in or YouTube or whatever, if you have a YouTube channel and every video is a completely different topic and none of it follows the same structure as the previous video, people are not going to be, like, they'll show up for that one video. You might have 1 million views on one video and then, like, 30 views in the next video, because there's no reason for the audience that was from one video to be retained for the next video. So yeah, it's hard to develop a coherent strategy around, this kind of a thing. And you either kind of figure it out as you go, Figure out what works for you, what doesn't, or you just don't. Like that's the part of this that probably feels like a guru mysticism, as opposed to like, here's a set of steps you can do. Here's a guideline. That said, Ludwig does have some good advice towards the end of the video, which we're getting close to. So I'll shut up again and we can let him continue.
I've done it all, and this is fucking hard. I'm going to go as far as to say it's a waste of time. Now, not streaming. I don't think the idea of streaming is a waste of time, but streaming every day to 0 or 2 viewers if you have a phone available isn't the play. If I were to really do this starting from scratch, my entire stream would have been the hot dog segment. It would have been maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes total, hour tops. And then I would have made a few shorts of me showing how you can learn to eat a hot dog in less than 15 seconds, your first try. And then post that shit on TikTok, IG, had something else ready for tomorrow. Again, max an hour. I live a cushy life being able to go live to thousands of people watching. And I gotta say, I've never been more appreciative for everyone who subscribes or has notifications on for the live streams, who tunes in for 30 seconds, a minute, an hour, the whole stream. Bro, I appreciate you. Because without you, my job would be hell. This is tough, man. My job would be hell.
And he's only been doing this for 3 hours. So let's go back to that little bit about the advice here.
Or has notifications on for the live streams, who tunes in. I gotta say,
There.
I've never been more appreciative for everyone who's. It would have been maybe 30 minutes.
There we go.
I'm gonna go as far as to say it's a waste of time. Now, not streaming. I don't think the idea of streaming is a waste of time, but streaming every day to 0 or 2 viewers if you have a phone available isn't the play. If I were to really do this starting from scratch, my entire stream would have been the hot dog segment. It would have been maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes total, hour tops. And then I would have made a few shorts of me showing how you can learn to eat a hot dog in less than 15 seconds, your first try. And then post that shit on TikTok, IG, had something else ready for tomorrow.
So this isn't terrible advice, but the thing is, and this goes back to the fact that like Ludwig has kind of earned this right. Ludwig can do this. Most people cannot. So the way Ludwig approaches content creation, it's something you'll notice a lot of YouTubers have been doing the last year or so, is they do not make videos, like the long form documentaries and stuff have definitely popped up, but like a lot of content creators are, I am going to do thing, watch me do thing. So like in this case, he would make a video about the hot dog thing. He'd be like, can I eat 19 hot dogs in 10 seconds? Right? Like that's the premise right there in the title. It tells you everything you need to know about the video. And then there's probably a goofy thumbnail that goes with it. They're all basically challenge videos, where it's like, I stayed in an Airbnb. How haunted was it? Obviously it's do I get a Yelp rating? It's only like 3.5 stars. It wasn't as haunted as I thought it was, but the idea here, the core of what he's getting at is not bad. It's something that I don't do, that I'm trying to do. It's not the best way to go about it, but the idea here basically is take the content from your streams and get it off of Twitch. Get it out of YouTube videos, or the YouTube streams. But like the reason I started doing YouTube streams in addition to Twitch streams is because YouTube has discoverability. I don't give a shit. I know TikTok is a huge platform. I don't care about TikTok. Maybe I'll start posting some more shorts over there or something, but like, I don't care about TikTok. I don't give a shit about Instagram. I stay away from Facebook stuff as much as I can. I use Marketplace barely. And honestly, Marketplace has gotten so bad lately. It's almost, I would say, completely unusable, but it's definitely a lot more difficult to do what it used to use like a couple of years ago. So that said, but that's a me thing. Truly, if you want to expand your reach, you should be on as many platforms as you can feasibly be on. But I don't have the mental energy or desire to deal with TikTok. I don't even use TikTok that much. So, for me, it's a waste of time. I don't even install the app. I don't do anything with TikTok. Mostly just because like I have a hard enough time with normal social media bullshit. I've with YouTube Shorts, like I turn as because I still get sucked into the whole like here's a short, here's a short, here's a short, here's a short. I scroll and I scroll and I scroll, and then I have to mentally be like, no, fucking stop, don't. You need to break your brain for a second and not scroll anymore. You have to go to bed. You got shit to do. Like it's addicting. The scrolling is just it's a short video and your brain just wants that next dopamine hit and that next dopamine hit. I can't do it, man. I can't. So like TikTok, it don't even get installed on my phone because I know what I'm going to do on TikTok. I have to tell YouTube constantly, stop recommending me shorts. Not because I hate shorts. Hell, I'm fucking clipping and sending them to shorts on YouTube because I know people watch the shit. But me personally, no, it's bad for me. I can't do it. So, if you ever wonder why I'm not on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that, it's because I don't like Facebook, I don't like, and for TikTok, it's just, I just can't, not to mention that like the fate of TikTok is who fucking knows at this point. And I don't want to get invested on a platform that has that kind of a history. So is it gone? Is it not gone? Who fucking knows? And I just don't want to deal with it. I just want to deal with it. Not when you have YouTube Shorts, which honestly is just as good as TikTok, in my opinion. In terms of what your potential discoverability can be. And because YouTube also, because like YouTube is where you want to be for everything. YouTube is where you can put your shorts. It's where you can put your streams, and it's where you can put your normal content. Like there is no lose here, and you can have multiple channels for all the content needs you have. So there's really no, like Ludwig, he has this Ludwig channel, he has Mogul Mail, he has a couple other channels I know he's played around with. Like, you can do that on YouTube and you're rewarded for it if you can manage it all properly. So yeah, YouTube is where your discoverability really comes down to. Because yeah, people will see you. Like I had people, when I posted on a couple of shorts to TikTok, people saw them. It wasn't like the outreach was terrible. But did any of it ever become audience retention? Like one dude was like, can't wait to follow your streams, dude. And he never showed up to any streams. So like, yeah, just, to me, it's just not, it's not a thing. Maybe it's just because I'm older. I'm honestly kind of burnt out on so much social media and in general, like in shitification of the shit anyway. Like even YouTube itself is a shadow of how amazing it was, 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. But like you have to make do with the tools you're given to you. I suppose if I ever really had to find a way to expand reach, like I've plateaued and I need to like branch out more, sure, maybe I could look at those platforms, but like I just personally don't see the value and growth on it. So especially not for the future content I would have in mind for any kind of success I have. That said, the general idea here is that like, yeah, you want to maximize the time you have. And if you're going to spend all your time streaming and then not doing anything else with it, you don't upload your archives to YouTube, you don't clip it, you don't, if you don't do any of that, then what's the value here? Right? Like there's just no, like, you're just streaming to the void and there's nothing else that really happens with that. Welcome back, Evelyn. So yeah, it's, that's the whole thing with like the niche, but it's also about like, you got to grow your content somewhere. The best way to do that is to take that content you're doing on Twitch and putting it other places for people to see it too.
Again, max an hour. I live a cushy life being able to go live to thousands of people watching. And I gotta say, I've never been more appreciative. This is tough, man. My job will be hell. I've been wanting to do an opening of these packs for a while. Not even on stream. I just got them as a gift for my birthday. And I've been wanting to open them because I really like
that hat just sends me
One Piece. And so I just like looking at the art. I don't really know what's valuable, but I'm just gonna open them under the One Piece card game category, which currently has 27 viewers. And I'm hoping that maybe one person hops over and just takes a look. Giant One Piece card opening. Exclamation point giveaway. Oh, that's clever. I'll put exclamation point giveaway in the title. That way somebody thinks there's a giveaway going on. There's no giveaway going on. We are opening the One Piece
That's scammy.
Anime 25th year collection. I don't know if every box is guaranteed a super rare. I would assume, yeah. But I don't know if it's 1 or if it's 3. Okay, there we go. And
I wonder.
Oh, it's a super rare.
I wonder if there's a good jumping point in for One Piece, because like there's so much One Piece at this point that I don't even know where to begin.
Hey. Oh,
I feel like I could spend years of my life just trying to catch up.
this is a big one. Okay, I was gonna say the third most valuable card in this set is Vegapunk, but it's SP and it would say L. It's a leader card. So this ain't the leader version. This is the super rare. The Vegapunk I just pulled is $7. Not bad though. All right, what do we got? Oh, wait. Hold up. I think we have something really rare. Yeah! We got our Monkey D. Luffy leader card. Whoa, this one's awesome. So how much is that worth? Wait. What? This can't be right. 17 cents? Why? Why? It's the first leader card I pulled. It's worth 17 cents? Is
It's
this a
super
VOD channel?
common.
No, it's not a VOD channel. I'm live and I pulled a card that I thought was worth fucking hundreds of dollars and it's worth 17 cents. And I'm confused. Bad player HS. I don't know if you are a One Piece fanatic. I don't know if you have inside information as to why that card was worth 17 cents. Wait, I just got my first shatter! Yes! Yes, man! Fuck, dude, I actually got my first. I think they left. But that's chill. I got my first fucking chatter. I got my first chatter. And they also followed. That's sick. It's the first real person to follow the channel. Oh my God. It took me so long. You're still here? Oh, that's so awkward. I apologize. I normally don't react that hype when somebody's in the chat. I'm normally very chill about it.
Yeah, because you're so fucking used to people being in your chat. When people come to my chat, I'm like, holy shit, a person.
So show me that good shit, aka that super secret rare. Duplicate. Oh! What is this? Monkey D. Luffy. Whoa, wait, this one's awesome. It's a secret rare. We actually got a secret rare. Okay, this has to be worth more than 17 cents. That's crazy. It was the next pack I got. Okay. This just legally has to be worth more than 17 cents. It's $12. Wait, no, $42 for lightly played. Last sold was $50. Hell yeah. Okay, who is this Oscar guy? How do you know? What? Oscar, where did you come from? Sorry. Wait, don't apologize. How'd you find the stream? I'm just a fan. How'd you find this stream, though? I thought you were AI. Oh, Bad Player HS told him. Wait, how did you find the stream, Bad Player HS? I saw giveaway in the title. I was like, yo, a giveaway. It worked! Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys. I've been live for the past 5 hours. It turns out this shit is not fucking easy at all. In fact, this shit is very difficult. And nobody fucking clicks streams with 0 viewers or 1 viewer. I've been doing it for a couple of years, LOL. Oscar, we're gonna get you out with this video. Oscar, speak your piece.
I mean, I'm just glad I found you. I'm just glad I'm just glad, you know, I found the Lud, you know, the man himself.
Okay. What do you do and why do you stream?
I mainly stream because I just love gaming in general. I'm a competitive gamer. I play a lot of competitive games, and I found that doing it with people watching me is way more fun than doing it by myself. I've been having fun, meeting new people, learning new things. I do reacts. I do just variety content in general. I just love streaming, and I hope to one day be an inspiration and you know, be a very good entertainer.
Dude, shout out to you, Oscar. Well, I appreciate you finding me because you've released me from my hell. But Oscar, this will be a video and people will know the story of Oscar. All right, man. Dude, I fucking can't believe it. It was the power of One Piece and fucking awesome friendship. I am so happy right now, man. I am over the moon, bro. This was truly an eye-opening experience. It is hard to stream to 0 viewers. It's really hard. I wanted to stop streaming so many times. And the only thing that eventually worked was clickbaiting a fake giveaway to get 1 viewer. So the real takeaway is it is fucking hard to be a small streamer and do whatever it takes to even have 1 person watching. Because the difference between being a 1 viewer streamer and a 0 viewer streamer is astronomical. Tell your friends about your streams, your family about your streams. Keep whoever's watching you as long as you can. Make sure to give them the love, the attention they deserve, because really that's when you start being a streamer. Is when you got a little community. And shout out my boys Oscar and Bad Player HS. Shout out.
So yeah, so let's. I figure we we can wrap this up. But yeah, so my overall thoughts on this is that yeah, it's not easy being a small streamer. Biggest issue really is just that. Let's kind of wrap this up. The biggest issue really is just that getting that initial like ground, to be able to, talk to people and build a community. It took me, and to be fair, my streaming schedule is god awful. I have taken lengthy breaks multiple times. It's not like I'm not trying to be evil. I don't stream, I don't have a bad streaming schedule because like, I hate you guys or anything. It's just literally, I work a lot. I have a lot of real life stuff that happens. It's why I just never committed to a firm streaming schedule. Like, it's funny because when you can focus on streaming, like when I was focusing on streaming, when I initially first restarted my streaming career, it was actually easier for me to get an audience then because, I was on more often. It turns out that the more you're live, the more you're discoverable. Shock, right? And I was able to stream more games and pull in different viewers because of that. My growth slowed down dramatically, not just because of my lengthy break, but because my streams got shorter. Whereas I used to be able to stream for 8-9 hours a day because I wasn't working, once I was reemployed, that dropped down to 2-3 hours a night at most. With my job, some days I'm fucking tired. I come home and, like tonight's a good example. I had a really late stream because, by the time I got home and everything, and then I fell asleep, it was like 3 a.m. and I was already past my normal stream starting time. And I almost thought like, well, maybe I should just call it a night and we'll just stream tomorrow. But, that's the other thing is like, you have to stick to the grind. So yeah, since I've come back, my followers have increased again and everything, and I'm getting traction again. But yeah, it takes time. It takes time. So yeah, it's not easy starting from the bottom, but you have to start somewhere. And my recommendation to anybody who's trying to stream is that ultimately the most important thing is try to be entertaining. Try to be welcoming, try to find a way to, stand out and, just be you, you can't be somebody else, so just be yourself. But yeah, put your content out there, and just be prepared to learn from your experiences, what worked, what didn't work, always be in that mindset of like reconfiguring and reevaluating what you're doing. But if it works, don't change it until it don't. So yeah, so it was a good video that Ludwig made, but I think his perspective is a little bit tainted because of the fact that he's a bigger streamer. You know, getting your first viewer, even their first chatter, it's not easy, but I mean, it's doable. So the issue really is just like audience retention. Can you get people to come back? That's the hard part. You know, and so, you know, even for me, you know, I have people that come back, but, you know, it hasn't grown much. I won't lie. But, you know, little by little, piece by piece, it's gotten better. You know, I certainly can't say that like a year ago I was in the same position. I definitely feel I'm better this year than I was last year. But yeah, this is the kind of thing you have to take a long-term view of it too. Like, you know, if you look at any content creator, unless they were really lucky right off the bat, you know, like every content creator has this cycle, which is that they grow, but it's like a snowball effect. At first, you don't see the growth. You know, it's really slow. And then the next thing you know, it's a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then even more. And it's like a snowball effect until they start growing faster and faster. You know, there's a curve basically. So, you know, and the curve doesn't have to be like, like in my case, it's more like a plateau, and then it goes up, and then another plateau, and that just reflects my breaks and stuff. You know, for other streamers, it's a nicer curve. It just depends, but there's a path to it, which is that, you know, unless you know, came right out of the gate super amazing, you know, it's going to take you time to build. You know, it's going to take years to do this. For some people, they didn't actually really hit their stride until like 10 years into what they were doing. That's just the nature of content creation. That being in there at the right place and the right time is a huge deal. You know, but like also just, you know, the more you work at it, the better you get. And, you know, you also have to just accept the reality that you could be the best streamer. You could have the awesomest setup and everything. And you just may not be successful. And that's not a bad thing. You can do everything right and still lose. Like, you have to have that kind of understanding too. And it's not like an indictment against you. You're not the failure per se. Nor is it a failure of the community to, you know, that didn't show up for you or anything like that. It's just that you have to understand that this is a very saturated market. Everybody wants to be a content creator because it's the new, everybody wants to be a rock star. And the rewards are very lucrative, but finding an audience and being able to monetize that is hard. And it's a long path of finding out what works for me and what doesn't. And unfortunately, yeah, it may come away from this after a few years, just feeling like everything was a waste of time. For me personally, I just like streaming. Like, I like being able to turn on the camera and, you know, and go and just voice my comments and play games. And to be honest, it's fun to play games with an audience. You know, even if the audience isn't large for me, but the potential to have people come in and talk while I'm playing and stuff is pretty cool. So yeah. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. It's been a long day, and it is 8 o'clock in the morning. My short stream turned into a 3-hour stream. Gotta love that. So TLDR of the stream: Sonic Crossworld sucks. CD Keys rebranding their name was stupid. Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform didn't start, but it's still a better game. Yeah, Ludwig is an interesting fellow, that's for sure. So thank you, Evelyn, for coming in and chatting with me. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good one. And yeah, thank everybody else for popping in and saying hi, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.